Hey, everybody, and thanks for joining us on today's episode of Taurus Tech Talk. I'm Robert Parsons, my counterpart, Corey Church. And today on the episode, we have Mr. Aaron Cooper, our CEO.
Hello.
First, want to say thanks for coming on the show, man. I know it was like pulling teeth to get you on here.
Love talking about myself. That's my favorite subject. I'm sure you know this.
It's been a while since we got to cast. Obviously, things going on in the world. We had some holidays. So we're really happy to be back. We're going to start ramping things back up, and hopefully as the world gets better, we get to do a lot more of these in-person podcasts. But I think today, really what we wanted to do is get to share with some of our viewers and listeners what we get to experience in our CEO and ask him a lot of questions so you can get to know him a little bit more.
Every day.
Oh,
Experience every day.
Every day. Every day.
Sorry they're putting you through this.
Sometimes on the weekends, which is a day.
That's true, too. That's true, too. Listen, we are very lucky to have him, and I think every day that we do have people into the office, like Corey's saying, that he does a pretty great job of putting a smile on people's faces. So you're going to see some of that today, and we're going to throw some questions at him. We have not allowed him to prepare for these questions.
Great friends of mine.
So we think you'll just get really like the perfect amount of Aaron Cooper.
Nice bit of awkward to go with all of it. So let's get this going.
So Corey, fire away, man. You want to get us started?
Well, the first question on the list here is why Taurus? How did you come up with the name Taurus Technologies?
Well, even 17 years ago, names were quite hard to find. Most of them are taken. So we ran through several.
They don't have them like boys and girls names when you're picking out a kid name, right? You can't just. Do you have a book of company names that would be a good fit for us?
A little website of this year's good company names. That'd be fine, right?
You didn't go to Google and like common technology company names, or go to GoDaddy and like type
we
in
have Google
web.
Yeah, you can see us. I think it was web crawler. Remember that?
AOL.
It's probably Yahoo.
A little bit of dial-up action.
17. There was Google.
I'm joking with you, Mr. Church.
I'm trying to remember if there was Google. I could have captured the market at that age.
The bottom line is, I think both my partner and I are pretty simple folks. We were both born under the sign of Taurus. So after much deliberation and several not so great options, we decided on Taurus Technologies. I like it. Really like the logo. I had a friend design that for us way back in the early days.
Shout out to Renee.
Yeah.
Hey, Gracia. Hey, good buddy. How you doing? So that's the real story. There's no big story, nothing good about it. That's how we came about the name.
So wait. So is it true then you and your partner have a tattoo of the logo somewhere on your body?
There are rumors that's true.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. There may even be a third tattoo out there somewhere. Just letting you know.
That's wild.
And we're just going to leave that alone.
Yeah, anyway, moving on.
So the
I
logo,
meant our old third partner, by the way, not on me.
I knew what you meant.
Okay.
Our logo.
Do you want to explain the logo?
Yeah.
Because some people don't get it.
I really don't want to. What I enjoy about the logo is that it takes a minute for most people to figure out what it is.
Fair enough.
So I kind of enjoy the mystery of it. It's not so blatant and in your face. It's kind of subtle. And hey, what is that?
I'm embarrassed to admit it that for the first...
He still doesn't know what it is.
So true. For the first year and a half that I worked here, I thought it was like an alien. No, I really did. And look, like I said, I'm embarrassed to say it, but that's what I thought.
Really?
Yeah.
You didn't seem so embarrassed to say it.
That's
the funnier
because
part.
I've allowed 15 and a half years to go by, and now I'm admitting it finally.
I've actually spent the first several years describing it incorrectly, even though I knew what it was. Yeah.
We should have a giveaway.
I feel like we should unpack that a little bit, but
We can, but then it gives away what the logo is.
Okay, fair enough. So Aaron, tell us what in your eyes and voice, what makes Taurus different from other commercial AV integrators out there?
Oh man, a lot of things, honestly. But I think the biggest is we have and always will be 100% about our clients, And I think that the way that I guess the philosophy behind that is the way that I feel like you accomplish taking care of your clients, making sure they're first, making sure we deliver on all our promises is I take care of all of you guys. We take care of all of you guys. And I think that's kind of the idea behind Taurus is we want to deliver on our promises. We want to solve problems, really. I'm not trying to sell, never was trying to sell somebody a bill of goods. You walk in, you talk to the client. What are your challenges? What are you trying to do? What are your future needs? Where do you want to go in the future? And we design solutions to solve problems, really. And it's not always perfect. And I remember in sales meetings telling folks, it's not always perfect. We mess up. And I think what makes us different is when we mess up, we address it, and we address it quickly. And we genuinely care about that customer's business and that customer's job as much as they do in most instances. They're reporting to somebody that's upset, and it reflects on them and it reflects on us. And I think that's something we take very seriously. I don't want to reflect badly on anybody that's recommended us or purchased from us, if that makes sense.
What is it you're always pitching to customers? There's a phrase I'm looking for.
Audio visual?
No, it sums up his answer.
Well, I think service. I think that I learned this from Aaron a long time ago, that you can buy a box or a cable or a display from anybody, but it's those people that provide the best service, the people that are going to help you through the challenges, and like Aaron said, find the right solution for you, and that you can trust to make sure that that solution is integrated the right way. That's the kind of company that we want to be, and I think that's what he's done a very good job of infecting a lot of us with.
Well, and I'd like to make a point on that. Something that we have always fought against, and maybe these guys will try to get me to do it someday, but we don't have an automated call system. You don't have an automated tech support. You're going to call and you're going to get somebody, or you're going to get their voicemail, and they're going to call you right back. So that's something we're real big on too. The personal touch, calling people back, that's one of my biggest pet peeves is if someone calls you, good news, bad news, whatever, call them back. They're just sitting there waiting for an answer. So that's the kind of stuff I preach here, and I know you guys know that.
I think the phrase I was after, and the thing that
I messed it up.
So that was a leading question, obviously.
It was a leading
he already knows the answer.
I knew the answer. Was that we want to be your partner.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
That was always my takeaway. So, what are you most proud of when it comes to Taurus and the success your company has seen?
Most proud of? I don't know that I'm good for one thing, man.
Well, it doesn't ask for one thing.
Well, I'm trying not to get emotional. You guys know me. I'm trying to not get emotional.
If you don't know,
Well-
Aaron can be an emotional guy, especially when we talk about things he's proud of.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well,
So this question might be pointed.
I'm most proud of you guys, really. God, we've built such a good company. Good people. We talk about it internally, and it's just so true. We call it a family. I mean, God, I'm proud of all of it.
That's awesome, man.
Proud of all of it. I don't want
That's
to get
awesome.
emotional, so I'm going to stop there. But
I'm just glad we get to share, this with everyone else.
Yeah.
For sure.
yeah, you like embarrassing me. I appreciate that.
No, that wasn't.
They like
that
to
wasn't-
share my embarrassment with the 12 people that are going to watch this. Thank you very much.
Well, at least it's only 12.
Well,
So
12 people I know
It
probably.
could. I mean, it could go viral.
yeah, it could.
That would
Maybe
be
if I just break down and cry, we'll go viral. But truth is, let me go back a little bit, because one of the things that I'm really proud of, we started this company, just me and Kevin, no money. I think we had about $5,000 we borrowed from his mother at the time, something like that.
Oh man, she's gonna be asking for that debt payment right now
She got it
with
back already,
interest.
with interest. She got that back. She's so proud of
She's
it.
gonna watch
funny
this and be
enough.
like, I didn't get enough.
Yeah. But it's just the culture we built. It's I've got 61 employees now. They make good salaries. We match their 401k. We've got health insurance. We've done all that from two guys starting in
two guys and $5,000.
yeah, in a single
Man.
office in downtown Grapevine. And now look where we are. I mean, you guys see the building we're in. I'm really proud of all that, and really proud of the team we built and the people we have here, and how they're all bought in on the same goal. We take care of our customers, and that's the bottom line to our success. So I'm proud of that, man.
I think something that you ought to be proud of is being able to establish that thought process with such a large number of people. I mean, you can't do it with all 61 people across the board, but it's hard to get 10%, people bought into that vision, and we're well over that.
Well, in all fairness, that's one of our bigger challenges sometimes too, is, we're bought in 100%. And you want to make sure everybody is, and you guys know me, back when pre-COVID days, I go and I talk to every single human being in the building every single morning I come in. I know their kids, you know what I mean? I know their spouses. So.
And I think that's a pretty good segue to, if there's someone else out there watching right now and they were thinking about starting their own business, not necessarily in ours, in the commercial audiovisual space, but any small business, is there any advice that you would give to them that they may want to think about and take heed of as they start to move forward?
Hold on, before you answer that, do you remember your answer from 2015?
No.
Was it 2015? 2016?
No. Somebody going to cut this up and tell me I'm done.
No, that wasn't. I just now thought about it. You answered this question when we did the 15-year video. You or Kevin.
Wasn't too fond of that video either.
That's a great video.
It is a great
video. That's got hundreds and hundreds of views. I think it's got over 1,000 views.
We're in our 18th year now.
So
maybe you got a different answer.
I'm not a big fan of seeing myself on video. I'm not a big fan of hearing my own voice.
Don't watch it.
People bring it up sometimes. Can you ask the question again?
Yeah. So if someone else out there was looking to start their own business and they're maybe not sure which direction to head, what bit of advice, albeit maybe small to you or big to you, what would you offer?
I think it's pretty big, to be honest. And I think what I would say to anybody is, don't compromise your ideals and your beliefs. That's really, I think, the bottom line. I don't, well, you know me. I don't care about how much it costs. I don't care about how much time it takes. I don't care about any of that. Bottom line will work itself out. Take care of the clients every single time. If we miss something, fix it now. Don't wait. I don't need a change order. Fix it. Fix it now. That's my thing. That's the belief I wouldn't change, regardless of how
I like it.
Poor we were, regardless of how, we struggled those first several years. That's something you can't let go of, whatever that belief is for you, right? I don't, whatever that business belief is, but that was ours. Is we felt like there was a huge hole in the industry where people didn't put customers first; they put money first, and we always put customers first.
Absolutely.
Well, and I mean, I'm an employee here, but it's not just customers.
True.
I mean, truth be told, it was you guys left, from what I remember, how I remember it. You guys started the company because you didn't want to work for poor business owners anymore. And I don't mean poor financially. I mean poorly mismanaged businesses. Maybe they weren't mismanaged financially, but they were mismanaged as far as taking care of clients or employees.
I think probably on that front, I would say as much employees as I would customers. I know Kevin, for sure, had some very disappointing occurrences with some of our previous employers in the respect of fulfilling promises and things like that. So we've always been a couple of guys who, when we tell you something, we mean it. That's it. It's done. It's a promise.
I mean, the language I've used to describe this to other people is always more colorful than what I'm sharing here.
Yeah,
but,
of course.
Nonetheless, that's always has been my takeaway from that.
It is.
So let's get into some lighter stuff. Okay.
So if that was the heavy stuff, this should be a pretty easy interview.
Well, I mean, I
had
don't
a
know
little
that it was
stress about
necessarily
this.
heavy or anything like
Yeah,
that. So we're going to go through some rapid fire questions.
Okay.
Corey and I are going to go back and forth on these. All right. And you got to answer fast. You can't, I don't want you to sit here and take 15 seconds to try and figure out the best political answer. Just don't say any curse words. We'll be fine.
Well, you see the gray in the beard, the wheels don't spin as fast as they used to.
Oh, don't talk to me about gray in the beard.
You're gonna have to give me a few.
We
seconds
purposely
here.
white balance the camera that's on me to have less gray.
I would like people to notice on the bobbleheads. There's no gray on me. I noticed they have worked it in on you. It's very nice. Very nice.
Somebody keeps coming back through with whiteout and putting more on there. It's really messed up.
It's not me.
All right, rapid fire.
They also didn't give you guys
Corey.
a bowl.
I mean,
That was a gift. Do you not remember where you got
Just
that from?
saying. I've got a bowl.
You're the owner.
Okay.
If anybody deserves the bull,
Okay.
it's you. You're full of bull.
I am full of bull. We all know that.
all right, Corey's going first.
All right.
What's the funniest thing that's happened to you working on a job at Taurus?
Okay. So they've just told me I don't get 15 seconds. So the funniest thing that I know of here at Taurus is one of the guys at the table actually was putting in a overhead screen, an above ceiling recessed screen, and tightened it to the point that he actually got his head stuck in the ceiling while he was standing on the ladder. That's probably the funniest thing I can remember. Anybody want to address that?
I want to first say, Corey,
Was it
I
Corey?
folded the sheet specifically so we would remove that question because I knew that that's what he was going to say. I folded the sheet. I thought you were going to, and you folded your sheet to specifically keep it in there.
Yes.
So let's just get that out of the way. All right.
So which one of you was it? I can't remember.
Okay. Yeah. Whatever.
Wasn't me.
So I'm going to show this to my colleague that was training me on that day.
I believe that was Kevin Adcock. Shout out Kevin Adcock.
He loves telling the story a certain way, and I like telling it the right way. And look, man, made a mistake, all right? And
You've improved over the years.
He says he's got a digital camera. He's got a digital photo of it somewhere, which I don't believe because he's never represented it. And thank goodness it's not on social media anywhere. But yeah, I don't tell that story at the Christmas party anymore. I feel like, it's just a certain point where I get to graduate from that. But thank you for bringing it back. And thanks for everybody else.
You've come a long way since those days, Robert. Now our VP of sales.
Thanks.
I mean,
I'm so glad I don't have to stick my head up in the ceiling
when's the
and
last
tighten down
time
the
you
screen.
put a screen in a ceiling?
When was the last time you actually stuck your head
It's
up in the
probably
ceiling?
been
Sometimes-
over a decade.
No. Sometimes we wear some hats that, you know what it's like.
I was thinking
Brian
today on the
Rainey
way.
and I hung a screen about 5 years ago, and that's all I could think as I was crawling up the ladder with it on my shoulder, and and I was just like, okay, just don't do anything
Don't
silly.
get my head stuck.
I was thinking on the way
Don't
to
knock
work
the
today.
power out to an entire city,
Oh, man.
and don't get my head stuck.
These guys would not tell me the questions, so I'm thinking on the way to work today just what kind of stuff they're going to ask me, and so I'm kind of just running through all this stuff in my head. And I got to thinking, we've been around 17 and a half years. If you add the number of years we have, we're over 40 years of experience at this table, at this company. That's kind of ridiculous. That's one of the things that popped in my head is just, wow.
You guys have only been doing this for 10 years each?
So in other words, what I'm hearing you say is that we'll have these funny times like getting our heads stuck in the ceiling, and we'll learn from those, and that's in a lot of ways made us who we are today.
Well, and I also say thanks, man. I mean, it's a lot of commitment to Taurus Technologies right here at this table, and I appreciate you guys.
Thanks, man. So is it my turn or your turn?
It's your turn.
Okay.
We're not done?
What was your first job?
I'm not even sure I remember, man. Back in those days, I went through them pretty good. I worked fast food. I worked stocker.
You don't remember what your first job was?
Your very
I
first
think
job.
I do remember. Well, I mowed lawns when I was like 12.
How about the first time you did W-2? I mean, like
Probably
taxes.
Six Flags.
Six Flags.
Yeah.
Six Flags.
I worked at a pizza joint in Six Flags.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did you ever get to go like operate the rides, or they didn't trust a 16-year-old with that?
Well, they didn't trust me with that.
Okay.
I was not the best 16-year-old in the world. Well, I was probably an average 16-year-old, honestly. So
Just in the hopes one day that Six Flags is actually one of our sponsors. We're not going to get into how great or bad their pizza is, or why they would have
when I
hired
was
you.
there, we won awards.
Oh man, look at that!
I've never seen you. I was going to say I've never seen you make a pizza, but that's not true.
Oh, I can make them eat.
You made a breakfast pizza. It was pretty good.
Yeah,
Not this year.
Well, and that's one of the things. I'm glad you guys brought that up. That's one of the things I miss the most. I love cooking for you guys. We don't do that now with COVID, but I miss that.
Do you think you could cook us a better pizza than Six Flags?
Well, I taught them how to make pizza.
Oh wow!
So
Oh, you heard it here first, folks.
there you go.
All right, Corey.
When you're not working, how do you like to spend your time?
Well, my favorite thing is spending time with my kids. They both do their little activities, and I enjoy that quite a bit. But having dinner with you guys is a fun thing too. We always have a good time there.
Very cool. What's a hidden talent?
Oh my word. Hidden talent. Shoot.
It's not your golf game. What else would it be?
It's not my golf game. It's not hidden. My talent is I can make you two laugh. How about that?
Okay. I like it.
Almost any time I feel like it.
It's not much of a hidden talent, but he can make just about anybody smile.
That's true.
Even if they're angry with him.
That's the time
I'm
I need
scared
it
of
most.
this next one.
Let's go.
What's your favorite word that is G-rated? PG-rated.
Glad you mentioned that because
I gotta
think we all
clarify.
know my favorite word. Those of you that do know me out there probably know that I get a little bit colorful. My favorite word. Let's go kindness.
I like it.
I wish the world had more kindness.
It's not what you wish. It's your favorite word.
Hey, man, I'm just trying to preach goodness and kindness while I've got the mic.
I would have personally chosen like a 4-syllable word, but that's fine.
Well, I'm usually the single syllable exclamation mark type words,
Ooh.
you know.
I don't hand out exclamation marks.
I know this is supposed to be rapid fire.
Oh,
but
we can't rapid fire, man. I don't even know why we called it that.
never mind.
Slow burning fire.
Never mind.
If you could win an Olympic medal for any sport, real or fake, what would it be?
Curling.
Now, let's I mean,
you see the light bulb go off? He's like, yeah, man.
well, hell yeah. Just see how everybody got into that curling this last Olympics. I mean, you could be an American hero right there, but it'd be basketball. I've always loved basketball.
Okay.
I love hoops.
Okay. Well, golf is now an Olympic sport.
Well,
Just saying.
You've seen me play. There's even in my dreams, I don't think
Well,
the
it
gold
says
medal comes. I think I'm still.
If you could win. So
Even in my dreams, I think
presumption-
I know the truth. That's what I'm getting at.
wow.
Yeah. It's,
He builds this up a lot better than he's doing himself. All right.
Goodness.
Corey.
If someone were to play you in a movie, who would it be?
well, that'd be Denzel.
Denzel Washington.
He's my favorite.
Not Morgan
very
Freeman.
good.
No, he's just in my favorite movie.
Okay.
Denzel's just my favorite. Love him.
One of the best motivational speakers. you'll
Love
ever
him,
hear.
man. Love him.
If you had to choose only 3
Adjective.
adjectives, I was like objectives. Oh my gosh, adjectives to describe yourself. Which would you choose?
Why don't you guys give 3 adjectives? I don't like to talk about myself. What are 3 adjectives about me?
Exuberant.
Take it. I will
See, I
take
just
it.
picked something really cool.
Is kindness an adjective?
No,
I think kind
no,
is.
like a proverb.
This
a
is
proverb.
I don't
Is
really
it
My
like
wife's
a
gonna watch
professional
this.
verb?
Yeah,
I don't really like this question because it assumes that I know what an adjective is.
a descriptive word.
Solid.
Kindness is descriptive.
I believe you need
kind.
to go kind.
Oh wow. All right, moving on.
Well, I totally didn't even say the word right. Don't worry,
You guys-
your win, your turn.
Executives at Taurus Technologies.
I guarantee you, I know the answer to this next one.
Okay.
What's your favorite beverage? Answer truthfully.
It's blended, and it's Canadian, and it's good.
Do you like a splash of anything in it?
You know, a little 7 here and there.
All right.
No lime, no straw.
No lime, no straw.
If you could teach one subject in school, what would it be?
Oh. Hold on.
Well, you're going to miss it.
I don't think so.
I think you are.
Okay, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
History. Only because every history teacher I've ever known that was male was also a coach.
Oh, solid. I would coach. But really, I've actually thought about doing this after I retire, but I would like to teach kindergarten.
Subject. What subject?
No, kindergarten.
Okay.
I would
'Cause it's
like,
all
I would like
inclusive.
to teach children.
Like finger paints.
No,
and
I would
everything.
I would like to teach them while they're impressionable and teach them about kindness and goodness and doing things the right way.
With finger paints.
Well, I'm professional, you know.
Okay, fair enough.
You know I can finger paint.
Your turn, Corey.
I honestly, that is my goal when I'm older. Is
That's an
It's
amazing
really good,
goal.
actually.
I mean, Mine's just to work on cars until I die. So
Mine was just to play golf.
I'm feeling very selfish all of a sudden.
Yeah, both of ours are kind of selfish. Okay,
Dang it.
I mean, we could have said like help people learn golf, and you could have said
you could be
teach people about being a mechanic. But we didn't do that.
No, we didn't.
He one-upped us over here with kindergarten.
Well, your answer was solid, though. I think history teacher / coach is probably about my alley.
I mean, if you asked me to guess, that would have been my guess.
That's.
I mean,
They're usually not.
I think you would be
the
a good
smartest
coach.
person, right? They're usually.
I think you would.
They're usually not the smartest person.
That's
They
not-
can read
that's
out of
not
a
why I
history
said
book
that.
and they can coach.
One, I figured you might enjoy coaching.
Indeed.
And two, I figured you might enjoy teaching the lessons that come along with learning a particular sport, a team sport, and like.
Oh, I think there's a lot of valuable lessons in team sport as well. But I think I'd rather get the kids when they're younger. I really enjoy it. That was my daughter's in 5th grade this year, and we always joke. I talk to her about it because she hates this COVID stuff. It sucks. She's back in school, but she hates it. And I tell her, hey, man, I lost your 5th grade year too. It's the last year you actually get to go interact with your kids, right? Now they go to junior high and they don't want you up there, and they really don't even let you up there. So that's part of it for me. I loved that stuff, man. I loved being up at school and impacting those kids, even in the the hour and a half that I get in the little field trip things. So I really enjoyed that stuff.
What's your favorite lyric of all time?
Lyric?
Yeah, song lyric.
Boy.
I
listen to a lot of country, so there's a lot of things going through my head right now.
All right.
I've got one that I don't think I'm going to share.
You're not going to sing it?
I'm not going to sing it for sure. I'm not going to sing it for sure. You might want to ask Kevin when he's on here.
No, yeah.
If he's ever won a karaoke contest.
And for those of you that don't know now, we're also going to have another interview with Kevin.
You should
we're
ask
going to
him
compare the two.
about our karaoke win.
Okay, I like it.
Our karaoke win, not his. He's a good singer.
What was
we
your
won one.
What was your first celebrity crush?
Callie, now you're dating me. Farrah Fawcett, maybe.
Ooh, nice.
They had that one poster when you were kids. She had that feathered back hair.
Wasn't she on the poster of one of your favorite movies of all time? That they hang over the cell or for the hole that he's digging out of the prison.
Are you talking about Shawshank?
Yeah. Anyways, wow.
That is her.
Tough crowd, yeah.
Well, no, I don't remember that part.
Man, Robert.
He's good with movies.
That's good.
He's good with movies.
What's your most recent celebrity crush?
Can't say I have one, man.
Really?
Yeah. That's how you know you've made it. You don't have a celebrity crush. As soon as you said it out loud, I thought of 7.
I only thought of 1.
Who's yours?
Mine?
Yeah. Is that too personal? I'm sorry. You're prying into my life. I can't pry into yours.
No.
Halle Berry.
No.
No, mine. I'm gorgeous. Halle Berry.
Oh, right. Mine has Barry in it. Drew Barrymore.
Cute. I love the movies, right?
I
She's
love that
always
you
so quirky
described
and
her
cute.
as cute, though.
Well, I think it's because of the movies she plays in, right? She's
Most
always
people describe their celebrity crushes in other terms. That's all right.
I watched
Moving on.
E.T. the other day and totally forgot she was the little girl in E.T.
cute. Oh, you don't want to
Totally
do that.
forgot that.
She's been in a lot of great movies.
Yep.
Television show you've binged recently?
Recently?
Was it the one I recommended to you?
Because
I'd have to go back. Does HBO count?
Yeah.
Game of Thrones.
Oh yeah.
My kids asked me why I ignored them for cooking dinner, watching that stuff. And
I think in years to come, the question will be, besides Game of Thrones, what TV?
Yeah, right,
show?
right.
Because that'll be a shoe-in for probably 7 out of 10
Well,
people.
but
I'll
to
tell
be
you my old
fair,
favorite
he refused to watch it
forever.
for like 4 or 5 years. So he legitimately binged several seasons over the course of like
It was 8 seasons, right?
4 or 5
I binged
days.
7 seasons
wow.
because I caught up
So
at 8. I binged it in probably about a week and a half.
So you caught up to it being live aired, and
Yeah.
So
and
you
then, I
had-
was, then I was
like
back
for
in
the
the
last
boat with you
season.
guys going,
Yeah,
where
you
are
were
the
like,
other ones?
Man,
Yeah. Come on, man.
What is happening with the world? I gotta wait 5 days.
After 3 years of making fun of us for bringing it up all the
And
time.
you remember why I started watching it?
I don't.
Because my hairdresser recommended it and you were so mad at me. She's like, no, really, you need to watch it. And he's like, dude, I've been telling you for 3 years to watch it. Now some hairdresser tells you to, and you're going to watch it. I was like,
hairdressers,
yeah,
they
she got
have-
it.
What's your
powers.
hairdresser's number so I can get her to recommend another TV
You
show?
know I bounce around. It was just a random woman that day that
Anybody
told me,
at
hey,
Sports
man,
Clips
it
that can
really
find-
So
yeah,
basically-
she outranks Corey.
Basically, what he's saying is a random hairdresser outranks my opinion on a good TV show.
That's really messed up, man.
Okay. All right. Good to know.
Before that, I'd say 24. Love that one.
That was a good one.
That was an old Blockbuster one that I binged, if you remember Blockbuster.
I refuse to watch it.
Be kind. Please rewind.
It was DVD times. It's good. Corey doesn't remember that.
They still
we
had
had a
tapes on
rewinder.
it. Man, big
We
time
had
silver
a
spoon.
rewinder.
You hush.
All right, Corey, you're up.
Favorite city in the U.S. besides the one you live in?
Well,
I've been trying to guess these as I go along, and I don't have any idea. I don't even have a guess.
I think you kind of lost me there because most of my favorite cities are not in the U.S. Would you like me to rank a few?
Just answer with one. Let's
Stockholm.
start there. Stockholm. Ooh, man, that's a good one.
Okay.
Stockholm.
Love it.
It's been a
Love
while
Stockholm.
since you've been there.
It has been a while.
Okay.
But when the kids are grown, I will be back.
Nice.
Where you take your kids?
You know,
This is by far my. I've been so looking forward to this question right here.
oh, are we done with favorite cities?
Yeah,
There's not even a
because it just said that it's
No.
it's
Oh,
singular
okay.
context. Would you rather be able to speak every language in the world, or be able to talk to animals?
What? I didn't even read that because it was crossed out.
So
And I love how you delivered that
it's,
question.
It's something you really have to think about, honestly. You know?
it's a big deal.
Would you rather communicate
With
to every
human being in the
people
world,
or animals? I know you're thinking about it, so I'm going to
does
give
this
you...
include sign language?
Yeah, it's a language.
Then I'm in.
You're in for
So
what? Which
every-
one?
Humans.
Every
Humans.
language. Okay.
I feel for people that can't hear because I would love. I have one of my goals is to learn ASL.
You're so kind, Mr. Kindness. You took a really great, funny question and you turned it into
Could
kindness.
you imagine being deaf and trying to communicate with folks? Who knows sign language? Very, very few
Can you
people.
imagine being able to, at the next company Christmas party, being able to talk to a bull and say, "Hey, Sam, you come over here and pose in front of all the employees so we can take a picture"?
We
I
could
just
we
wanna
could have
talk-
talked to one of those goats that Kevin gave away for that one prize. What 3 years ago?
I don't want to talk to those goats.
Goats, a goat cage. Chickens got the cage. We got chickens away
That's
one
true.
week.
That's
or
true.
one-
I just
one
want to
year.
talk to dogs. Like, are they genuinely as happy as they seem?
Well, of course they are.
That's how
You
they
can see
seem,
it.
but
No, they're happy.
you don't know what that emotion is in dog language.
I think I do.
I think I
And
feel like
nor
I
will
do.
he ever. He'll
Because
speak
he
every
chose
other
humans.
language. Yeah.
I would go sign language before dog language. Sorry.
Is sign language different in a different language?
Solid question.
Wow.
I feel dumb for either not knowing that.
I would say
Or-
no.
Well, it wouldn't really matter because he would be able to do the Chinese version of sign language or the Swahilan version of sign language. It wouldn't really
Well, just
matter.
because I know everything, but that's a good question because
No, I'm just
some
saying, like you
languages don't have-
chose.
Well,
so it's-
I'm
how do you make an
thinking about
NEA?
I'm thinking about this because if there is a different sign language for every language, are you going to focus on English sign language?
Yes.
You-
Well, am I allowed to expound? You guys, sometimes you
feel
want me to expound,
I feel
sometimes
like
you
it's
do
that
not.
movie, The Matrix, that you wouldn't have to learn them. You would just be
You would just
uploaded
know
with
them,
all of
yeah.
the information.
Yes.
I feel like that,
I'm good with
Well, Neuralink
That's
from
really the
Elon Musk,
answer.
and it'll be there.
Oh, man. Here we go. I love you, man.
It's going to happen. Just plug me in.
He's just
Actually,
down,
it'll probably
he's
be,
down here in Austin. Come hang out with us. Elon.
probably be wireless.
All right, we got two more.
Two more.
Two more.
How much time did I commit to you guys?
A long time.
Fair
All
enough.
right.
Name one thing you've learned the hard way. I think we all know what the hard way means
Are we talking work? Are we talking personal?
in life. I'm going to go within life. I don't know what the
Well, I guess the hard way. Sure. Honesty, right? doesn't everybody lie a little bit when they're young? Now I prefer to take the hard way. I'll tell the truth.
Pretty much all of my teenage years.
Yep. I tell the truth
That was a good answer.
99.99% of the time.
Man, he's got some really good answers for no preparedness.
I try to answer the question as I'm reading it in my own head, and all of my answers suck.
Yeah,
They're not good.
It's really making us look bad.
You know, and I tried to tell him not to worry about this, that he would do perfectly.
Oh,
Yeah.
you know,
And
you gotta
he's-
worry about things.
He's exceeded it.
Yes, he has. All right, so last one.
Yep.
What are you most looking forward to in 2021?
Shaking hands again, man. God, I miss it.
Yeah,
God, I miss it.
miss
I
being
was,
in front of people for sure.
well, I was talking. Well, shoot. So Jonathan Rose just had his 20th at Santander.
Yeah,
And so I sent him something on LinkedIn, and it just made me think, man, the only time I see some of these people anymore is at our get-togethers. We do the tech showcases, and I miss
Shout
it,
out
man.
Tech Show 2022.
Yeah, 2025, whenever Fauci says we can do this. So that's really it. And you know me, I go around every morning and shake hands. Now it's, fist bump, spray my hand. Fist bump, spray my hand.
yeah, he's
You
got
know?
it down. People, he carries the
Oh, man, I
the
wish it was
sanitizer
here.
spray, and he wants to make sure everyone's comfortable. And he will spray the outside of his hand before the fist bump and after the fist bump, just for you. It's pretty incredible.
Well, the frustrating part about all that to me is, since COVID or even like right before, the people that we've hired then through that time span, I know their names, know their faces, but I don't know their kids. I don't know their spouses. I don't
Sure.
know what they like to
Yeah.
do. I don't know, I don't know if I'm talking hunting with them. I don't know if I'm talking cars with them. I don't know if you know what I mean? Haven't been able to have that kind of connection with those guys yet. So that's really the biggest regret for me with the COVID. We did okay business-wise.
But the encouraging thing is that we're on a path now to get
coming.
back to that.
It's
So
coming.
it's just a matter of time, right?
Yeah.
And how much time is the kind of still unforeseen piece?
Well,
Well-
with the vaccine, I mean, we'll be there before we know it. That's why I said Tech Show 2022.
See, I'm even going to be more optimistic than that.
2021.
So let's do a fall 2021.
I like the spring Tech Show. Everybody's coming out.
Yeah. Okay.
It's
Well, I do miss it, man. That's so you get to see our clients all the time, right? I mean, a lot of those clients I work
As
with.
many as it'll let me.
Yep. Many that let you in the door, right?
Yeah.
But you still see them, and a lot of those people have become friends of ours.
Yeah.
We golf with them, we joke with them. It's so that's what I miss: handshakes and people. Really.
Very cool. Well, thanks again, man. This has
That was
been
it?
a lot of fun. Yeah, that's it.
Almost,
no
That's
more
it.
questions.
almost painless.
Almost.
Almost.
I mean, we could probably make up a few more questions on the fly.
Hey, man.
Absolutely, we
Bring it.
can.
What do you got?
Absolutely. Okay, so you were stranded on a desert island, and you had one tape. It has to be tape format, and a tape player and a generator with unlimited gasoline. But you have no other electronics whatsoever, or lights
like an
or anything.
album, like a music album on tape.
One tape.
Okay.
Yeah, because tapes were a lot
I think
more
you know this
difficult
answer.
to get to the next track. Really, you just listen through the whole thing.
This is easy.
What
Bob
is-
Seger.
Bob Seger.
It's Bob Seger.
Greatest hits, right?
I only get one. That's Bob Seger, man. I'm in.
Yeah, you're on a
I-
desert island. It's not like somebody said, "Oh, here's my tape collection."
Hey,
you
I
just
listen-
by mistake found it. in
I
a
listen
drawer.
to almost 100% country these days. But if you're telling me I get one, going back to Bob.
It's pretty good. Every time I really need to pump him up on the golf course, man, just turn on some Bob Seger right as he's walking up the tee box. You hear that? Durr.
Up on the stage.
I've got one, and then we can close out.
Okay.
You've been playing a lot of golf lately.
Yes.
When's the last? Well, this isn't the question, but it's a qualifying question.
Okay.
When's the last time you played basketball?
I don't do that anymore.
If you could play one sport right now in your current physical condition for the rest of your life, what sport would it
well-
be? But that's the only sport you can play.
Well, you just said current physical condition. I am not a spry young man anymore. That would be basketball if you asked me this question when I was 25.
No, I'm asking
Nowadays,
you-
I
I'm
get my
asking you right
pleasure
now.
out of whipping that man's tail every chance I get at golf.
So if you could only play one sport for the
Happening
rest
quite
of your life,
regular lately.
it'd be golf. Only
I-
sport.
I
You
don't
can't
have-
play anything else.
I don't have a choice really. I mean, what do you want me to play?
You can't bowl. You
Badminton?
can't golf. You
Come
can't
on.
play badminton.
Curling.
It
we
needs
already
to-
talked about
Can't
that.
need-
curl.
It needs to be something where I can talk a little bit of junk.
Yeah.
So golf is, it's a 5-hour round. You get plenty of
5
time
hours.
between
Golly.
shots. Well, only when I'm playing with Robert.
Oh.
Takes a little
We need to go
longer.
back to his favorite beverage question. Is that
That's generally part of a golf round.
Yeah, we could go like
Yeah, we could-
several of his answers are accomplished in playing golf. The kindness piece and the favorite beverage. What's his hidden talent? To talk trash.
There is no hidden talent. It's all out there. You see the talents, and there aren't many.
All right, my face hurts from smiling, so we gotta call it. Aaron, thank you so much for coming on the show. We hope everybody got a little bit of chance to understand Aaron a little bit better and get to share what we get to experience with him all the time. And we look forward to having a lot more casts coming out soon. For myself, for Corey, thank you so much for listening. If you want to hear about any other specific subjects or have any comments, please email us at info@taurustechinc.com. Y'all have a great day.